Welcome back, y'all, to City Country Barbecue. Today we are doing a rack of ribs as a great base. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Mustard is a great binder for your meat. It does not add any kind of flavor, but it's going to help all those seasonings stick. Now, as we're putting the mustard on the meat, you want to make sure to coat all of it. The seasoning can stick a little bit to the ribs, but really not well without a binder. Using mustard may freak some people out because, hey, I don't want to eat mustard. But if you just throw it on, the taste literally disappears, and it is an amazing binder for your meat. So I'm going to go ahead and hit both sides with the mustard, get all the way around both sides. The membrane's already been pulled off the back of the ribs. No need to have to pull that off. I have an awesome spot here where I live called the Butcher's Block, where they supply me with all my meats, but it's going to be an amazing show. So, rinse up a little bit, clean as you go. But we're gonna get the seasonings on those ribs. So the ribs are gonna cook on the Traeger today. It's the Traeger XL. They're going on the Traeger today at 225 until they hit 145 degrees internal temperature. It's a pretty easy smoke. I'm just gonna add a couple quick seasonings, some salt, some fresh ground black pepper, because you gotta have a little bit of flavor on it. It'll also help build that bark up a little bit. I like to use garlic powder. It just goes a little bit longer when it comes to fresh seasonings on your meats. Throw that bad boy on here, a little bit of onion powder, just because, you use what you like. This is what I like on my ribs. Throw this on here. A little pinch of cayenne, probably about that much. In my world, that's probably about a half a teaspoon, but do what works best for you. And then to top it off, a little bit of Cajun barbecue seasoning. Just to give it that last little finish of spice on the top. Pat this bad boy in. And now do it on the other side. Same thing. Throw in some seasoning. Not much is gonna hold here because this doesn't have much meat on the bottom. But I want the bite to have a bunch of flavor all the way through. Throw in a little bit of what you got across the board. Make sure to pat everything in, make sure everything sits really well. Let it sit out for 15 to 20 minutes to just kind of let those flavors soak into the meat a little bit. And then this is gonna go on the smoker. We'll see y'all in a bit. Now that it's been sitting for about 20-25 minutes, let's go ahead and put this bad boy on the smoker. I've got the Traeger XL today running at 225 degrees. It's gonna run until this thing hits 145 internal. Let it go nice and slow. Throw on the super smoke on the Traeger, set it up. We'll see you in about 30 minutes. Hey y'all, welcome back to City Country Barbecue. So we are doing rainy day ribs. So the ribs have currently been rubbed up, seasoned up, and then put on the smoker. They're currently going for 225 degrees until they hit an internal temperature of 145, which I'm currently monitoring with the Traeger wireless probe. If you don't have a wireless probe, get one. They're super awesome, super easy to use. So these will sit for probably an hour or so. I'll come back out here and check these in a bit. We'll see you then. All right, y'all, welcome back. The ribs have hit 145 internal temperature. So that's just about all the smoke I want on them. I'm gonna pull these bad boys off here. I'm gonna bring them inside and glaze them up. All right, so all the meat's off the smoker for now. I'm gonna put this in here with some brown sugar and some butter. Nothing too crazy. Just wanna sprinkle it in on first because I'm putting it in meat side down. All this brown sugar is gonna melt. All the butter's gonna glaze over it. It's gonna be good. A little clumpy right now. I just pulled it out of the freezer. It happens. But some brown sugar in here. Use probably a cup or two. Depends on how sweet you want it. Throw some brown sugar. Put the ribs in, meat side down, right on top of it. Throw in some beautiful salted butter. so that we're able to get all that nice, yummy rib glaze all stuck onto it. Almost like rib candy, you know? So then just fold this bad boy up. You want to get it back on the smoker pretty quickly. You don't want it to drop any temperature. Fold it up like a boat. All that butter and brown sugar's down. All the butter and brown sugar's down there. It's gonna soak everything up. Gonna get all over them ribs. Be nice and sticky when it's done. And now we bring them back out with the smoker. All right, so always cook your pork to at least 165 internal, but a good rib temperature is 190 to 200 degrees Fahrenheit. That 190 mark, ribs are not fall off the bone, but you do still get that nice, good, succulent bite. So we're gonna put back in that wireless meat probe right into the meat. Make sure it's in the thickest part of that meat. Now we're gonna bring this temp up to the same cooking temperature, but then let it go until it hits 190 to 200 degrees, and then we'll pull it off. See y'all then. All right, y'all, and we are back. So the ribs are off of the smoker. They have reached an internal temperature of 180 degrees. I'm gonna put on some homemade barbecue sauce all over this thing, and then let it get back. So this can glaze up, get all nice and sticky-fied on there for you. It's gonna be all over it, slather. You want a good coating on that thing. You want all that meat to be shining. It's gonna glisten up. All this is gonna gum up and tack up, and it's going to be a wonderful, perfect rainy day rack of ribs. All right, y'all, she is slathered up and is going back on the smoke to reach an internal temperature. I'm gonna let it go to 195 so it's nice and tender, not to kind of fall off the bone. It's gonna be amazing. We're almost there. Y'all hold on. All right, y'all, we are off the smoker. I'm gonna split this bad boy up and let's take a look at it. Check it out, check that smoke ring out. Oh, look at the penetration. There's a 1/4 inch smoke ring all the way around this thing. Yep, and then with that 4-hour smoke, with the beautiful cherry pellets from Traeger, man, this thing came out pretty. Got the smoke ring all the way through. It's juicy. Oh, look at the juices. That's gonna be a perfect bite. Not too tender, not tough at all. Clean the bone good. Talk about caveman stuff right here. 4 hours on the smoker. Some basic seasonings you have in the cabinet. I have an awesome homemade barbecue sauce I use. If anyone's interested for the recipe, reach out to me in the comments. If you have a sauce you like, let me know down below. So y'all make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Show all your friends. Backyard barbecue is really easy to do. From my house to yours, from City Country Barbecue. Thank you again, and we'll see you on the next one. All right, everybody, make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Every little bit helps. Thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next one.